Hey, welcome back to the Black and Gold Standard podcast. And today we'll be talking about the defensive line. This unit here kind of got bit by the injury bug last year. I think, uh, Cam Hayward was in and out the lineup. Larry O was a little dinged up a little bit, but I think for the most part, this unit is not quite where you want it to be, but it's not really in that bad a shape. Adam signed back, which honestly, I think that was a great pickup for the Steelers. Just I think they got him like the end of the season 2 years ago, but he's been a solid player for them. He's in that rotation, so that was a good pickup to be able to get him back. Larry O, when he's on the field, he plays pretty solid. It's just he's having a lot of the nagging little injuries here and there, but overall, not a big complaint. I mean, he plays pretty well. Um, but let's get to Cam. I mean, he's a linchpin of this unit. Um, I don't know. I mean, this may be Cam's last year. I'm quite sure it's just going to depends on how the team does, and also if he can get over some of these injuries that he had. Um, but I mean, what can you really say about Cam? I mean, he's a stand up guy. Shout out to him for winning the Man of the Year award. I know that was something that was really important to him to get done, and he was able to get that done. It's gonna be pretty. It's gonna be pretty neat to have Man of the Year on the offensive side and on the defensive side. And I think those guys get to wear the patch on their shoulder. I mean, on their uniform. So that's gonna be pretty cool to see. Um, Again with Cam, I mean, I know they had some contract. I know his contract is kind of an issue, but I think the Steelers will, whatever they end up doing, they'll do right by him. Um, Again, I just think is this is going to depend on how the season go. If the season goes well and the team makes a big push into the playoffs, I could see Cam, as long as he's healthy, maybe coming back for another year. I think if he has a lot of nagging injuries, he might just hang it up. And also, if the Steelers, I think if things fall right and the team wins the Super Bowl, I can see Cam retiring, leaving on top. But regardless, there's nothing bad you can say about Cam Hayward. Some of the younger guys, Bennett. I think Bennett is actually going to be a star in this league. To be honest, I really didn't know too much about him, going into the draft process. But he's going to be he's a big time player, and he's the type guy that he's going to have to be on the field way more than what he was last year. Um, so I think as far as him, I'm not gonna say he was out of shape, but to get in, he's probably gonna have to get himself in a little better shape to handle the extra plays that I think that they're gonna need from him. But he's a great player, and I think he's gonna be a star. So when Cam finally do leave, they're gonna be in good hands with him. I can see the Steelers also drafting another guy, maybe fourth round, something like that. Because you really need to get that unit a little younger. Um, you had two young guys in Loudermilk and Leal. Especially if the Steelers draft somebody, I could see those one of those guys maybe not even making the team this year. Leal, I was kind of excited about him. I thought he would be, like that next guy up. Um, I know his rookie year, they were kind of moving him back and forth as far as do we want him on the defensive line? Do we kind of want to have him as an edge rusher? Should he be 285 pounds? Should he be 300 pounds? So he kind of got moved around a little bit, but it was just weird because, like I say, last year he kind of started off playing, and then all of a sudden, by the end of the year, he wasn't even. I don't even know if he was even active for some games. Then I know they kind of started doing that. If we're playing a running team, we're gonna kind of play Loudermilk. If we're playing more of a passing team, we'll play Leal. So I think it's gonna be a big year for both of those guys to even stay on this roster. Um, Other than that, I mean, you really can't be too disappointed about the defensive line. I mean, granted, it's not the best, but it's also not the worst. And now, they kind of ask different things from these guys. Back in the day, the Steelers wanted those 300-pound, 350-pound guys that kind of take up tackles and take up blocks and clog the middle of the line. Well, now they kind of ask these guys to get upfield a little bit more and get to the quarterback. So again, we'll see how this all shakes out. I think overall, if I had to grade this group, I would say it's probably C plus, and I'm just gonna say that because Cam, he doesn't had a regular year that he usually have, and that was due to the injuries, and so it's a C plus, could easily be a B, but they just gotta shake this injury bug that they had last year. Other than that, oh yeah, I know they signed Dean Lowry, which he should be a good depth guy. Um, so that should work out good for him. So we'll just see, how this all shakes out. Again, you know, it's just gonna be injuries. I thought injuries really hampered this unit last year. Um, so hopefully they can get over that stuff, and we'll see how it goes from there. So until next time, we'll talk to you later. All right, bye bye.